Our other big story tonight, a Senate committee is poised to pass what would be the most restrictive abortion bill ever for the state of Georgia.
And it would prohibit most abortions after a fetal heartbeat is detected. Typically around 6 weeks, the bill is racing through the legislature after Governor Brian Kemp urged its passage, but it's not without protest.
11 Alive's Doug Richards is at the state capitol tonight. Doug?
Well, Jeff and Cheryl, the fetal heartbeat bill committee hearing has been underway for a couple of hours. We're in the hallway on the 4th floor of the Capitol, and these are some of the people who could not get into that rather modest-sized hearing room. There were close to 200 people lined up to get in a couple of hours ago. Only about a quarter of them actually got in. Supporters say that the bill is grounded in common sense and science and solid science, and that despite all of the protests, many of the most powerful people in the Capitol support the fetal heartbeat bill.
Well, I'm very happy.
Inside the Capitol, there may be no happier activist than Mike Griffin. Griffin has worked for years to end abortion rights. With the House passing a heartbeat bill last week and the governor vowing to sign it, the Georgia Baptist Missionary Board lobbyist smells victory.
To use an indicator that shows when life begins, that is also used when life is over, which is a heartbeat. Pretty simple, very common sense legislation.
Once again, it's men attempting to control women's bodies.
Outside the Capitol, more than a dozen women held vigil against the heartbeat bill. One of them was dressed as President Trump. The other costumes referred to a dystopian work of fiction.
The Handmaid's Tale.
About women forced to give birth. The reality of the heartbeat bill, they say, is too similar.
This is the most awful bill imaginable.
Back inside the Capitol, pro-choice activists worked with a whiff of desperation, collaring Republicans who listened politely, but mostly didn't tell them what they wanted to hear.
I honestly am not very optimistic that I'm going to say that I am, because I need to be.
The legislature's Republican majority lost some strength last election, and pro-choice activists say this bill this year is no coincidence.
They saw the number of seats that flipped in historically Republican districts. They've also seen an unprecedented number of women elected, and men are feeling threatened that the patriarchy may be coming to an end.
The fetal heartbeat bill will get its most thorough hearing in the Senate committee this afternoon before it goes to the Senate, assuming that the Science and Technology Committee passes it. The Republican leadership has been strongly behind this bill, large part because Governor Kemp has said that he is kind of aching to sign it. So the hearing goes on basically for as long as the committee members can stand it this afternoon, and then there will probably be a vote on the committee, not today, but later on, Cheryl.
All right, I know you'll keep following it, Doug. Thank you. And then in response to the heartbeat bill, some female lawmakers introduced measures this week taking aim at their male colleagues with a so-called sperm bill, and another that would remove Viagra from state employee prescription benefits. You can read more about those retaliatory measures on 11alive.com.